Hello. Hi. Hi. Hi, chat. Hello. Hi. Hello. Thank you for joining. Wait, sorry for moving you, chat. I need to put you... it doesn't allow me. Hi. Hello. I hope my sound is good. I tried to mix it good this time because I kinda fuck every time. But yeah, hey. Thank you for joining. Hey, today we're continuing HigurashI, which I'm very excited about because we gonna start to enter more the meat of the story, so to speak. If I'm a bit hyper, this is because I slept 1 hour and a half. That's why. How are you, chat? How are things going? How was the day or the night, depending what's the time for you? Hi. Oops. Also, if you're for a chill time, go grab something to drink. It's good to have something to drink or to eat when you're watching something chill. I really hope my voice let me voice act a bit more believably this time. But yeah, I'm very happy to be back. A bit of updates if you haven't seen my Twitter. My keyboard died. So essentially I can't use any numbers on my keyboard, including my arrow keys. So I have to get myself new keyboard or try to make this one work so I can play games that require stuff that are not mouse. That's why my schedule is with tentative and to be determined dates for games and stuff. Like today we have HigurashI, tomorrow for sure we're having Plants vs Zombies, and after that I don't know. I'm gonna see. We'll see if I can fix my keyboard or I'm just gonna have to get new, but I don't know when it's gonna come. Yeah. But we're gonna have streams. If the worst case scenario is I'm just gonna play Plants vs Zombies several days in a row and put another HigurashI, because why not? I love both games and have a lot of fun enjoying the games with you, especially HigurashI, since I didn't believe that I could even stream it. But yeah, I hope everything is good for you guys, and I think we should jump into the game. Also, feel free to check my Twitter for the socials for the person that provides the beautiful BGM. Both my intro and my Zatsu free chat BGMs are from the same person, and I credited them on Twitter. They're very talented and very skilled, and I'm very happy that I could use the BGM, especially considering they give it for free, which is very helpful for many VTubers. So yeah, let me move to the game. I'm very excited. Okay, let me open the game. Hello, hi. Hi Zuzu, thank you for joining again. Hi, I'm very happy to see you. I hope your day or night is good, Zuzu. It's gonna have spooky time for good night. I remember that you're actually going to sleep around this time. Let me put the music on. Let me see how it's still going. Okay. What do you think, guys? Is this okay, or I should change something? How is the sound? How are the things going? Oops. moving. Hearing you talk a lot. I mean, I am happy. I hope you also check my vote, not for the views or anything, but because the story is really good. Since you're going to sleep at this time, I assume you miss most of the things. Thank you for the feedback. Generally, the game purposely is made to be kinda in your ear. This is the same with the anime. You hear the cicadas really loudly, but I'm gonna crank it a little bit lower for you. Maybe like this? I just lowered it a bit, just a bit. I also remember that I should take one of my earphones off because I don't hear my own voice. Oh god. But yeah, Zuzu, if you didn't saw on Twitter and didn't hear my ramble, my keyboard fucked. So basically I can't play anything that requires keyboard. I can't even type in chat. I had to, because my monitor has like touchscreen option, I had to use the monitor to type my exclamation point because I couldn't type it on the keyboard. So now I have to get new keyboard. When I was kind of preparing to upgrade some stuff, hoping to get my mic. But yeah, that's why most of the games that I plan to play. Yeah, I found one that is in American is like $20. Yeah, in American is 20, which is good. But yeah, we may end up playing several days in a row Higurashi and the Plants vs Zombies till I get the keyboard. But something good, this is gonna be my first mechanical keyboard because my current one is not mechanical. It's like kind of office keyboard. I don't know how to explain it, but it isn't mechanical. And I really wanted to have mechanical, and also in the future I put my eye on one that's customizable. It's like black with a bit of orange and white. It's very pretty. It doesn't go well because my room is not very aesthetic, but the keyboard is gonna be aesthetic. So yeah, after this small update to chat, also feel free to type the question. I updated it. I'm very hyper for someone who had only 1 hour and 30 minutes of sleep. I don't know why, excuse me. But yeah, we're gonna start the game. Just let me sip on the water a bit. Nice. I'm so happy to be back in chat, especially because today I'm in exceptionally good mood, which is rare for me. And I think that I can provide you a good time. Let me move this and this. Nice. Continue. Load. Let's hope. Continue. Oh yeah, this was with the tips part that I purposely ignored, so... Okay. It took it a little too easy on the morning of my day off. On my day off? Isn't this supposed to... Okay. I was totally late, and this is me. The day was the day Ren and Mion were going to show me around Hinamizawa. Ren and Mion were already waiting at the meeting place. Hey Chan, you're late. Sorry. The show I was watching last night was really interesting. Blame that. Oh, so that's what your excuse for being late and keeping 2 girls waiting. Mi-chan, you just got here yourself. Last night's episode of A Day in the Life of was interesting, wasn't it? She was just as guilty as me. Rena was carrying a pretty heavy-looking handbag. What is that? You answered with unspoken question. My unspoken question with a wink. That's right, Rena really did make a picnic. Hey Chan, after he left, Rena put out all the stops. It's not like I forced her to do it. It was naughty, so don't worry about it, okay? She's been like this since last night, you know? Can you take responsibility for this? Alright, I'm a man after all. I'll take responsibility. Oh god, we haven't even started on the story there. Of the low. Huh? A responsibility? For what? For what? As we both turned around slowly to look at Rena, our gaze drifted downwards to the massive handbag she was carrying. It didn't seem logically feasible that it would be entirely filled with lunchboxes. Except this was Rena we were talking about here. About 2 kilos of, I guess. While Rena was picking it up, I could see she was struggling a bit. I'd say 5. You're exaggerating. Hey, chicken is a boy after all. I thought he could probably eat a lot, so I made a lot, okay? Let's get going. Bravo! Just for the way she was lifting it up, I couldn't believe the only thing in there were lunchboxes. Correction. I said 5 kilos too. I'll help out, but all the needs to be eaten. Won't give you if you make Rena sad, got it? The only thing I could do at the moment was exercise a bit to make myself hungrier. Having finished with the pleasantries, we began our leisurely stroll. Carefree walk, bathed in the gentle morning sunlight. I couldn't have even imagined something so wholesome existed during my time in the city. There were the boonies after all. No slower desk jockeys running to work on the weekends out here. It really was a nice place, peaceful and quiet. As sparsely populated as the village was, you could still run into people just by walking around. Ah, good day. Good day. Oh, you would be my Barakan, I believe. My 2 companions exchanged greetings with everybody we ran across. All those passerby even knew my name. When did I become this famous? We passed 3 people and all 3 of them knew me. I started to feel a bit paranoid. It's a bit sad to say. Everyone knows everyone since there are so few people here in Hinamizawa. So that means we're unfamiliar face walk by and automatically assume it's my bara fella who just moved here? Yeah, that's how it works out. It was a process of elimination you could only pull off in a place like this, but it was quite effective. From now on, I'd better make sure to maintain a good reputation. The day I've discovered accidentally goggling at the dirty magazine in the bookstore, I can expect all the villagers labeling me as Lich by the next day. Hinamizawa is not to be trifled with. By the way, I really hope that I'm pronouncing the words correctly. I'm really trying to be as accurate as possible and not stutter, which I'm happy to see that I'm not doing today. That's not, and I jinxed myself. That's not the end of this nightmare. Of course I knew them. That first person we met was the old man Takizo from Makinu's bike shop. His hobbies are bonsai and playing the flute. Next we met the grocer second son, Daisuke-kan. His hobby is sharpshooting and he hopes to be a sniper in the future. And the person we just met was Miyo-san, the nurse from the clinic. Her hobbies are bird watching and photography. Oh, Miyano-san, if it's the same person, is someone we're gonna meet quite far in the future, which is surprising. I didn't expect to hear her name so early. That's nice. Even me knowing the story, I can enjoy this because there's so many things that can't be put in anime unless you want to be like 100 episodes of details. We know the name of everyone we pass by, and even their profiles. Seeing my surprise, Mion and Rena exchange looks and burst into laughter. Oh yeah, we are not like the city where people hardly know their neighbors. Then let's try it out. You there, who am I? Did I randomly ask somebody? Hahaha, you're Keiichi Maebara. You say some mean things, but you're actually a kind, shy person. It's been 3 weeks since you transferred here. Your hobby is taking afternoon naps. Lately, you switched over to wearing boxers. Wow, didn't you? That's enough. Boxers. Enough of that! Apparently, there's absolutely nothing you can keep cleaning here. Hinamizawa was not a place to be trifled with. This feels more like you guys are showing me off rather than showing me around. That's right. We're parading around like this after all. Don't you think so? That Kei-chan is fitting right in here in Hinamizawa. The population in Hinamizawa is shrinking, so the villagers welcome anybody who's new here. I thought about brushing it off with something to the effect of "you're kidding me," but I held back. Had I ever greeted someone who just moved into a city like this before? Thinking about that made me believe what they said wasn't a joke at all. We passed another person. Of course, we were called out to again the same way. Oh my, good day. It's wonderful seeing you getting along. This lady here is Fujishima's son. Good day. Oh my Maebara-kan, how wonderful for you. Having a lovely girl on each arm. How are you? Getting used to life here? Instead of regurgitating a prepared response like I would have in the city, I responded with an empathetic nod. The old woman chuckled, voicing her appreciation of how energetic I was. Good! As I looked back over to Ren and Miu, they gave me a wink. So, now then, about time to have lunch, maybe? Ren's brilliant smile signaled the approach of an event that both Mion and I were trying to forget. We both looked at each other. I'm a man, I'll do what I can. But it's just too much. It's fine, Kei-chan. Leaving it to this old man. Mion has never seemed as reliable as she does right now. I'd expect no less from the class representative. Rena, if we're going to eat, we might as well go somewhere with a good view. Wow! Yes! Good idea, I agree. Lena nodded her head happily in response to Mion's proposal. By the way, if you're hearing kind of muffled sound, it's because my parents got back and my mom is she had a shower and so she's using the hair dryer and you can't hear it probably. I'm sorry if you can and if it's bothering you. Grazing the top of the stone. Oh, really? Wow! I can't believe how good the, a bit of steering out of the topic of the novel. Since I'm using basic earphones like the one you used to just throw around, and you can't buy pretty cheap, like something like $5. I use this, but I use several free and inbuilt in OBS filters that act like actual filters for mic, and apparently they are good considering like you don't hear anything. This is so good. Using this for a bit of coffee break, but I'm happy. I think I'm not putting much emotions in the words, but at least I'm not stuttering as much, which is something I try to achieve. I hope you're having a good time. Guessing the top of stone stairway, a shrine drawn straight out of my imagination appeared before us. It had worn down a bit through the years, but the fallen leaves had been swept up, giving it a tidy feeling. This here is Orode Shrine. It's probably the place with the best view around. This place, be sure to remember it. On our next break, a festival will be held here. Isn't it a bit too early in the season for a festival? The Watanagashi isn't summer festival. Long ago, it used to be a celebration of the end of the winter. I was embarrassed for assuming that festivals have to be held in the summer. Thank you, Susan. I want to be able to do both kind of relaxing reading, but also voice acting, like proper one. But the progress of me not stuttering is good enough for me for now. Now then, spread out the lunch boxes, and there, various colorful lunch boxes were placed on one after another on top of the plastic sheet. It sure did smell delicious. It was Rena's home cooking. It went without saying that it would be delicious. But it is even possible to finish all of this? Hey, Mion, I'll take more than just a good view to get this all down, you know? Good afternoon. It was Rika-chan and Satuko. Why are they here? Mion grinned over at me. I see, this was her secret plan to power in numbers. You had my thanks, Mion. Follow up when all the pieces are in place is my specialty. We just had to come since there was such a commotion. What is this meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? Take a look. It's time for lunch. Buffet style. Handmade gourmet meal by Reno. I can't see that much. Why have you laid out trap at our property? The temple is public grounds, it's not yours. Keiichi is right. This is everyone's property. Oh, Rika-chan is such a good girl. Have a seat. Eat with us. After opening up a spot for Rika-chan, I promptly turned my back at Satoko. Hold on a second. Where is my spot? No spot for you and nothing for you to eat. Don't worry, there's some for you too. None. It out all of hers. I'll not allow that, Rika. Here, chopsticks. Both Satoko and I left at the boxes, having it out with each other. Man, really, Kei-chan, you're really good at leading people on. You might have talent for this. Have a plate. One for me, Chan, and Rika-chan. Rena wiped out pairs of chopsticks and paper plates. If we don't hurry, it's all be eaten up. That's right, okay. Shall we commence this battle? Please eat a lot. There's enough for everyone. Rena said as she opened up the... I skipped this. Just then, I realized that this hunch was made under the assumption that 5 people would be eating. It didn't change how much there was, but the implication behind it was different. I will not allow... Wow, that was loud, it actually scared me. Wow. Oh, sorry for the people that are trying to sleep on that. This was kinda loud. Oh my god. Okay. I will not allow you to have this hamburger. Use your elbow against the rules, Satoko. Grabbing the back of my collar is also against the rules. It was a tough battle. Blocking with her full momentum and unable in opening moves, Satoko appeared to have the upper hand, but the defense in our proficiency with chopsticks proved to be fatal. But the difference in our proficiency in chopsticks proved to be fatal and gave me upper hand. Ah, this was meatball. Satoko Hojo has been pested. Nom. Satoko and I amiably began choking at the same time, falling backwards and spasming. Rika-chan patted me on the head to clear it, even though it was actually stuck in my throat. Oh, Rika is really cute. She always pats people on the head. Seeing that made Rena blush and breathe heavily in excitement. It was almost like flowers were floating around her. Myun advised Rena to refrain from saying anything that could get her locked up. This is how our meals usually go. I would do anything in my power, just so that could stay like this. The intense battle calmed, and finally everyone reached the point where they could begin talking. Receiving tea from the thermos, I let out a small sigh. You wonder why there's so few words in Japanese to price how something tastes. Isn't it because the idea of talkie turns during a meal didn't begin until the modern era? It seems that long ago people ate in silence. It must have made people preparing the food a bit sad, don't you think? It's probably because back then the people were busy and even while eating and didn't have time to complement the flavor. That's the stew. But you know, just hearing that is good makes me happy. That's my effort was worth it, I mean. She blushed a little as she said that. It was delicious. With absolutely perfect timing, Rika-chan stuck Rena's review with praise. She looked straight at her with an expression of bewitching innocence. Rena uttered an unintelligible noise. A ring of smoke rose from her head with an audible poof. Ah, Rika-chan, I'm going to take you home. No, thank you. It was really delicious. Rena flustered red with excitement, embracing Rika-chan and rubbing her cheeks against her so hard you could almost hear it. To reward Rika-chan for her prize, tada! These are special. 2 apple rabbits. After sticking toothpicks into them, she thrusted them towards Rika-chan. After Rika-chan accepted them, the mood suddenly shifted in a bizarre way. What is this, Satoko? What's with the defiant look? Has everyone prepared proper praise to receive apples from Rena-san? Don't push yourself. What kind of prize can you think of with your weak vocab? Oh ho ho! Well then, allow me to show you. After Satoko slashed me a defiant look, she changed the tone of her voice suddenly. Hey. So, Rena-chan's lunch. Satoko thought it was yummy too. Satoko looked up at her proudly while talking cutely. I can't show it to you guys with my voice, but Satoko's general voice is kinda old despite her being really young, and to hear her speak like actual child is very much whiplash. Wow, how is that a prize? That's not even persuasion by tears, that's persuasion by cuteness, isn't it? This is Rena's limited special skill. She boosted at her head spoon, waving around in circles. Don't fall for it, Rena! Oh! Of course, that was asking for impossible. Rena gloomed Satoko and began rubbing her cheeks against her. Cute! Satoko is so cute! Take you home! Swish. Tap. Satoko also presented with obo rabbits. After stuffing them into her mouth, she looked over at me again with defiant gaze. It took only 5 seconds to take down Rena. That's unfair. To think she had such a trick. If I have saved you so much, why not reward Rena-san with some prize? Damn it! That was the dirty trick. First of all, that wasn't even a prize. Satoko, you think you won with that, don't you? How about I show you guys something much better than your superficial gimmicks? That sounds great, Mion. What kind of trick is it? Kei-chan is going to be the one who does it. Oh! Oh! Why don't I leave you show me then? The writing of an old maid. The plan of attack she suggested was wicked, but it was the only thing we had to beat Satoko. After sipping my tea, I started talking, very naturally and calmly. Perfectly. It's really good, isn't it? This is all my freshly made, right? No. Actually, most of it, almost all of it was frozen stuff. And which one did you make fresh? Well, it's embarrassing. Do you have to say it? Must I? From the synergy of boy plush and made lunchbox, her expressions had melted into euphoria. I already know. This one, right? Rena turned an even deeper shade of red. The words "I can't believe it" practically written on her face. How can you tell? How? But I mean it. Of course, Myun had told me beforehand. It's been perfect so far. After acting like I was shy, I waited a bit. Next would be the finisher. Oh my god, he did not say that. Wow. Oh my goodness, he did not actually say that. Oh god. It had your smell. Ow. Holy shit. Holy shit. Sunless evoked the area. Arena. Face stew completely red. Frozen solid. It is more yup. Satoko also blushed. Of course, I did too. I sure would like to try one of Rena's handmade apple rabbits or something. Even if this was all because I was competing against Satoko, it felt like I had crossed the line by a good 9 yards, I think. Then at that moment, wow, that was loud. It was Superwave container filled with rabbits. Please, it's okay, chicken. There's plenty for you. Instantly, dozens of apples were shoved into my mouth, knocking me over. Okay, okay, chicken. My head was forcibly laid upon her lap, and even more apples were shoved into my mouth. While she was squealing, one apple after another was forced into my mouth, more and more apples. Wow! Hey-chan, that was beautiful sacrifice. How's that Satoko? This is our complete victory, isn't it, huh? I can't believe it! Such a trickery! It doesn't bother me at all. Satoko ground her teeth, mortified. We did it! I claimed victory as my consciousness drifted slowly away from me. At that time, Rena stopped her squealing as she suddenly realized something. Rika-chan, you're not eating it. Did the salt water make it too strong? Maybe? Looking over, Rika-chan had pulled a toothpick out of the apple rabbit, placed it into her cupped hands, and seemed to be at a loss for what to do. Poor Mr. Rabbit, I feel sorry for him. I want to save him. Eee! That was the sound of blood squirting from Rena's nose. Cute, tonight I will take you home. She shook sporadically, her head moving back and forth. Then, coming back to her senses, she took all of the apples around me, gathered them up with a whip, and fixed them back upon the plate. Now, they're all just fine, okay? Here, I'll give them to you. Rika-chan, KK? Rika-chan raised up Satoko's hand like a referee after having that plate of rabbits shoved to her. She whispered, "This is our victory." Wow! A comeback? I just don't care anymore. Thus my sacrifice ended up being in vain. I hope you enjoyed. Still we're in quite easygoing times of the story, but it should start moving a bit more into the darker side soon. I hope it's like good time for you listening to me kinda narrating. And even though I stutter several times, I think genuinely that I kinda got a bit better with it, so that's nice. It was fun-filled, crazy day. But as soon as the sun began to set, the end of the day really did come quickly. Later, Ren and Kei-chan. Later! Rena, Kei-chan, see you tomorrow. Thanks for you, Mion. I had a great time. I can assure you, you're gonna see something very soon. See you tomorrow! Satoko and Rika-chan went home as well. We parted ways with Mion, and it ended up with just Rena and myself enjoying the evening air on our way home. Thanks for coming today, Kei-chan. Was it fun? Yeah, lots of fun. Almost feels like a ways to go home now. Then, well, would you mind taking a little detour? Maybe? A detour? Is it far? It's a bit of a walk, but it won't take long. Since we had been walking around all day, I must have seemed a bit tired. Not feeling like teasing Rena, I quietly nodded. It's so beautiful. By the way, again, this is actual place in Japan. I want to visit it someday. Traveling a small path and end up small hill. The land suddenly stretched out before us. There, what looked like a remains of a dilapidated construction site came into view. Oh, the music is so good. Oh. A large heap of garbage spread out of towards the swamp. Probably illegal dumping. I recall it being in the newspaper. It's been quite a while. I wonder what's here. When you say it's been quite a while, you mean the business you had here was with the garbage pile? It's not garbage. It's a pile of treasure. Lena had already entered that well-known cute mode of hers. So that means that there was something cute here? Wow, a new pile! I can't wait! She bounded up the unstable slope. I'd expected no less from a born-and-bred country girl. Hey, wait, I'm coming! Wow! My city-raised self was completely pitiful. It's alright. Just stay here right here, Keiichi-kan. I won't take long. Lena kindly declined my accompaniment. Don't fall. Watch your step. It's fine. This is nothing at all. I lost her voice for a bit, sorry. Literally bounding up the heap of trash, Arena disappeared over the other side. Didn't like being left behind, but that was still pretty tired from the whole day, so I just ended up waiting. Without the lively arena around, the surroundings area quickly fell to silence. The cry of Higurashi gently called at the air. Barely exhausted, I began to feel a little sleepy. Just then, the sudden noise of scattering pebbles altered me to somebody's presence. Startled, I turned around. Standing there was a typical-looking photographer. He sprayed over at me through his camera. His body was tanned and fit, but something about him seemed unreliable, and he had a bit of an aloof air about him. Well, it didn't seem like he was a bad guy in any case. Wow! You surprised me! Although startled when I turned around, he overplayed his reaction. That was my line. I'm the one who's surprised here. My bad. I didn't mean to startle you. Are you from Hinamizawa? Gathered that he wasn't from that question. Unfazed by my suspicion outlook, he introduced himself without my prompting. I am Tomitake, freelance photographer. I come to Hinamizawa from time to time. I didn't ask who you are. I didn't ask who you were. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent. Quite rude to photograph someone without consent, one would think. My bad. I'm mainly photographer. I mainly photograph white birds. They can't refuse, you see. So, what you're saying, I'm the same as birds? No, well, you see, that image of young man in the twilight was just picturesque. I apologize for trying to make your picture without asking. Out of her pretty slick. All the annoyance I felt for being startled just flew away as he buttered me up. I had no intentions of hanging around with this guy trying to get cozy with me, except it didn't seem like Rena would be back soon. But this old guy, Tomitake-san, he didn't mind my cautious responses and continued rambling on by himself. Hey chica, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm finished now. Rena popped her head out from one of the lower piles of garbage and waved her hand. You have something with you? What would she... Oh, it's him, sorry. You have someone with you? What would she be doing over here? That's what I wanted to know. Don't know. Maybe she's checking on what dismembered corpse that was out. Maybe she's checking on that dismembered corpse that was out here long ago. Tomitake-san looked shaken up by that for a moment. I responded like I would if I were talking with Rena and the others. It was quite a disturbing incident. They still haven't found one of the arms. Keichika, sorry for keep you. You were waiting a while. I guess? Best leave you two love parts alone. Again, my apologies for starting you, Keichika. Tomitake-san chortled suggestively, then disappeared into the twilight. Missing my chance to retort put me off a bit. Keichika, are you angry? Why? I wonder. It wasn't Serena's fault, so I decided to just brush it off for now. How was it? Find the treasure's trove? Oh yeah, so listen. You see, there was a cologne, standard stove. A cologne? Standard stove? Oh, that thing. Two statues they always have out in front of fried chicken place, the life-size dummy. In the anime there was, because of copyright, they couldn't say KFC, so instead of KFC they said Kenta fried chicken, and it was life-size, the doll of Colonel Sanders. She was trying to dig up her life-size doll of Colonel Sanders, which was really funny, considering that you heard about possible dismemberment in like 2 seconds ago, and then you go to KFC. It was such a whiplash. Yes, Colonel Sanders. Oh, cute! I want to take it home. I couldn't tell how she decides what's cute or what's not. It's garbage, right? No one would care if you just take it home, right? It's become the base of another pile. I can't dig it out easily. There's no lamp post over here, so it will get dark pretty soon. Rena seems quite down about finding a treasure and not being able to bring it back. I'll help you out to repay you for the delicious picnic you prepared today. Oh, thank you. First heading home to Rose proclaimed that nightfall would soon be upon us. Yay, chicken is going to help. I can't take Colonel Sanders home. Rena staggered along, as if intoxicated in her dreamy state of mind. I tried asking her in a way that wouldn't take her out of her chill state. Hey, Rena, long ago, did something happen here? Seems like they were building a dam here. I don't know the details though. Just wondering if you knew about it, you know? An accident or something? I don't know. Her tone was disturbingly frank. It sounded like a denial than an answer, and must have appeared rather dumbstruck. Lena quickly landed her expression. Actually, I did not live here until a year ago. Oh, you transferred here too? I was sure that... So you see, I don't really know much from before that. Sorry. Don't really know. Don't really want to talk about it. That's what kind of feeling she gave me. You want the dark, Zuzu? Here is the dark. Welcome to Higurashi. I really hope I at least can give a bit of the creepy as fuck feeling that it's actually happening. I'm really gonna try my best. I'm sorry that I probably make such disservice to the beautiful story. More like very well written. Beautiful is not the right word. It's very fucked up. Oh god. Thinking about it, of course it would be like that. This wasn't the type of thing girls would enjoy talking about. It was quite a disturbing incident. It seems they haven't been able to find one of the arms. If just like Tomitaki-san said, then I had feeling only the Higurashi would know. You have received new tips that the Maibara mentioned. So, chat, do you want to check the tips? I'm gonna save for that, but if you want, we can. Will I save the same place? Yeah, save. But if you want, we can check the tips. Or do you want me to read a bit more of the story and then check the tips later before finishing the stream? Which one of the two? If you have no specific wish. Okay, so since you You don't have specific wish? I'm gonna view it. Let me view. Oh my god, the soundtrack, Jesus fucking Christ. Do you hear this? Wow. Wait. Is it a tip or like a... Ooh. Also, tips are like side stories. Okay, so I think that we're gonna go through the side stories and reach the side story from the part that I just finished reading. So, Rena, we're the same age? Yeah, that's right. We're the same zodiac animal too. Hey now, it would be weird if you were the same age but not the same zodiac animal. That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can have different animals even if you are same age. How? Oh, I see. Neon, you're pretty smart. What month you were born, by the way, Keiichi-kan? I'm July. Rena smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey now, what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be a high and mighty if her birthday is a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Hey, don't even. It's impossible to challenge me by my birthday. I wouldn't even mind you if you paid $1 per month. Huh? Huh? Why? Why? Rena panicked and suddenly began being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as birthday is so fun. I can't help myself. So that means you were born in April, Kei-chan? Right on. Too bad, Rena. I'm already far older than you, Rena. Oh, I see. Then you're the same age as me-chan. Well, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Mion snickered through her nose. Hey, now, that's not something to get all high and mighty about. As if I'm one to talk. Now that you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Mion? If you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman from now on. Lee-chan, you're not making any sense to me. Just by seeing Rena blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though. Then Satoko and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different that they should be in a different school, shouldn't they? Keiichi-kan, you taste are a bit too young, I think. You're not making any sense yourself, Rena. Oh my god, the implication of this, Jesus. I'll just grab onto her head and cover it up a bit. Ah! Stop it. I wondered about it before, yeah? I was wondering, why this school has different school years all mixed up? There aren't enough classrooms. Can't help it. This building is being rented from the forestry services after all. When she says it like that, it makes sense. Though our school was strange for a while now. The schoolyard is gravel. There are rooms that aren't for classes. There are some strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? There was one here forever before the war. It got dilapidated. They closed it down. It probably was a grand old schoolhouse. Well, because of that, the students would have to attend the school in the city. That's pretty far though, you know? Which school would that be? Did you know there is a school if you pass by the Okinomiya train station? Turn on the hospital and head towards the pediatric department. What? So far? I couldn't tell where that was by the location, but I understood it was pretty far from Rena's reaction. Well, that's why. The guy that didn't want to commute to Okinomiya rented out the building from the forestry service and are attending this pseudo schoolhouse here. About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. There's quite a lot of kids that come here on bike. Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education. That's not true, Michan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want. Yeah, that's right. I totally agree with Ren on this one. Yeah, that's right. Let's try our best. All of you, try your best. This old man will be rooting for you. Not just us, you too. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? Your future is bleak with grades like this. Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I will just mooch off K-chances. He works forever. What do you mean by work forever? What do you mean? Hey, you're too loud. Be quiet during self-study. The teacher yelled at all three of us. It was completely our fault. Satoko saw it and chortled loudly. I stuck out my tongue at her in response. It's just as Min says. This school has nothing to do with higher education, but it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things other schools don't. Okay, so the memories and kind of the different stuff are not that long, which means that I'm probably be able to read all the next three. Sorry if you hear me, I'm drinking a bit of coffee. Nice coffee. While some of you are using my streams as sleeping aid, I'm just waking up because I wake up in ungodly hours. Okay. Time for the next one. It's only June, but it's already so hot. I could hear the Higurashi outside rippling. Me. At night, there are mosquitoes. It might as well be summer already. My only salvation was the morning was still cool. Summer? I do declare. Satoko was flapping her skirt loudly. Skirt loungely? I That's pretty unladylike. Even if she was a little brat, she still was a girl. Keiichi, this seems quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous. From how I see things, the skirt you're wearing looked like it would be much cooler. A girl like you just wouldn't understand wearing jeans during this season and how steamy the coat gets. Oh my god, you're talking to kids, Keiichi, don't. It's getting steamy. Oh. The girl has gone imagining something indecent. Rena's summer clothes have a nice, refreshing color. A few cooler just looking at them. Thank you. Yeah, I really do feel pretty cool. I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Rena's. But Satoko-chan, your summer clothes are so cute being a one piece and all. I like to wear your summer clothes. This is actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you are wearing would feel much cooler. But it would be so much more fun with cutie clothes. Oh. I had a feeling Ren and Satoko's base values were fundamentally different. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have uniform. Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine. There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There were a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniform they were all wearing? They're all the same. That's the city school uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they all wear them. Speaking of which, everybody in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't they? Did you go out your way to get them from somewhere? Why? Yes, Mio-san supplied them. Each and relative runs a second-hand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say. So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms then? That Mion, she probably loved using her friends as dress-up dolls. Oh my god, I gave Keiichi Rena's voice, sorry. That's Mion, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. That must be a strange second-hand clothing store. I get that it's a second-hand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? That's pretty strange for a second-hand clothing store. What's the point of stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about? Yeah, I think so too. They also have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones. It doesn't sound like the shop makes much money. They probably have new pitching and hair so they can make a bit more. But Mio-san says it will be a big hit and become a great store. With such conviction. A second-hand clothing store that stocks schools uniforms from a big hit. I don't get it. It's cool though. I never wore like in my school. We never had uniforms like we technically did, but they weren't mandatory. And the one that I got was awfully oversized. It was like 3 or 4 times bigger than it should have been. Especially the pants. I could lose myself in the pants. They were so big. So I never wore uniform, and I'm happy with that because I would have hated it, especially if you had to wear gender-specific uniforms. Fuck that. I am non-binary. God, I hate specific stuff. The Mahabara manner. Okay. So, Kei-chan, you're not stinky rich. What's this all of a sudden? Did I come to school in a limo before? How much do I get for monthly allowance? About 10. My, that's rather a plebeian amount. His lunch is made up from normal stuff. He isn't rich. What are they talking about? To be asked out of nowhere how much I get and then told a plebeian amount. Haha, sorry. Lena seemed to pick up on my dubious expression and started giggling. Hey-chan, your house, it's pretty big, yeah? So that's architecture has people all around Kinamizawa calling it the Maebara Manor. It sort of stands out. Maebara Manor? Since the house is so big, everybody is gossiping, wondering exactly how rich you are. I see. Now I get it. Well, the frame of it is huge. I see how it could cause some misunderstandings. To my deduction, I will wager they spend too much money on building the house, and that is why they are no broke. Being broke? How very unfortunate. Rika-chan took pity of me as she patted my head. I go from being treated like a millionaire to a beggar. Yeah, sorry for ruining your imagination, but we're not millionaires or poor. We're the image of normal, average household. You can call it normal with a huge house? The entrance is so grand and the gate is large enough for a large dog to get through. That's not normal at all. They do say the bigger your house, the more prosperous you are. The reason for the house is so big is because Dad's studio is in it too. There's a bunch of different workshops and lots of his works are hung up in different places. All of them are huge too. For those reasons, the family actually uses only a third of the house for day-to-day living. He's planning it out so people and cars could come in to see the gallery he opens up in house someday. By the way, the entrance Myun is talking about is the one from the studio and is normally sealed off. The entranceway the Maebara family actually uses is a very plain and simple one. The interior is much different from how it looks outside. I'd really like a chance to explore Keiichi's house. Aiming not to be rich, but having a home like that, what could be hidden there? Maybe there's something cute hidden. And probably has no money to purchase furniture, so it's filled with Spartan rooms. Is there a carpet rooms? I would love to try rolling around on the floor. That'd be great. So great. I want to roll around too. Seems like their imaginations were just piling on. Well, sometime in the near future, I wouldn't be too bad to invite them all to my house. That's in a sucker for a lady, so he might even let them look around his studio. Oh my goodness, please don't say that for an adult when you're bringing your friends, half of them that are like 10 years old, Jesus. I try out HigurashI descended as the sky towered over everything. It was hot, but the air was clear. It seemed like the beginning of summer. Okay, so we have one more before we finish this. This is the construction site / dump. From June 6th, 1979 edition. The Shishibori City Okinomiya Police Station, June 6th, late at night. Suspect Redacted. Redacted, 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 redacted. Were arrested on suspicion of murder and improper disposal of a corpse. The main offender, redacted, has been added to wanted lists nationwide. According to our sources, the 6 suspects were all the Hinamizawa Dam construction site work on the redacted at 9 p.m. where they are all suspected to have assaulted and murdered the site overseer. Redacted as a group, dismembering his body and hiding it. On the text of 8 o'clock in the morning, a report was filed by Shishinobe City Hospital in which a male suspect alluded to having murdered Mr. XXX. When questioned at the police station, the individual confessed to the crime. Since a portion of the body was recovered at the location he gave, he was arrested that afternoon on the suspicion of murder and mutilation of a corpse. The rest of the suspects were arrested the same day, but the main culprit is still at large. Police are currently on his tail. The motive is purported to be a drunken verbal dispute, during which he killed the victim in a fit of anger. However, as there are multiple inconsistencies with their testimonies, the investigation is ongoing. Okay, so this was short. This is like a paper piece that was handed. So we saw that. I'm gonna save in case it saves also if you check the tips. I think maybe we should run for a bit more. It's not even 2 hours. View new tips, view out tips, view new tips. It was this, right? Yep. Okay. Continue. A Colonel Sanders? Of course, that's right. Of course, Ali. I understand her wanting to take home Satoko and Rika-chan, but I can't understand Colonel Sanders. What's so good about that four-eyed teaser? Probably better to hear it from Rena, don't you think? She's probably just say, because he's just so cute though. Does Rena often go to the construction site to hunt for treasure? Every now and then, she says she's going to have a look. But a girl her age rummaging around the garbage is, well... If Rena enjoys it, then I think it's fine. What were they doing over there? Town construction? It had been bugging me since yesterday, like an itch I couldn't scratch. It was cancelled a long time ago. Everyone gathered together and fought against it. Hearing ominous words like fought could, from Rika-chan mouth, startled me. That's right. It was unbelievable. They said Hinamizawa would be sunk into a reservoir, and we had no say in the matter. So I'm only able to be here because the protest succeeded. I'm sorry. I didn't keep you, did I? My deepest apologies, Gage-san. It took me a while to power my nose. Satoko, wait, you use the can until you really have to go? It's a lot easier since it shoots right out. How dare you speak that way to a maiden of unparalleled beauty such as myself? What was she calling a maiden? If Satoko really was a maiden, she wouldn't have reacted like that. The usual hijinks in short. Now then, gentlemen, in accordance with the rules of our society, I bring a point to discussion. He, Keiichi Barakan, wishes to be included as a member of our activities. What do you say? Rena has an objection. Oh, I wonder if the likes of the peasant is put to the task. Me and Satoko both approve. The three that Mion had acquired voiced their approval. An anonymous decision. Congratulations, Keiichi Barakan. I present you the honor of being allowed to take entrance exam for our club. Start from the beginning. I didn't say I would join. What club is this? What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities under different set of rules. Sometimes they are in your favor, and sometimes they work against you. I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer if you didn't single me out. Let's try to get along. You're so naive, Rina. The law of jungle is survival of the fittest. This was starting to sound like a bit sketchy. So what kind of club was that? To sum it up, it's a club where we play games together. Rika-chan was the only one to answer my question with a pertinent response. So, basically, this club put Mion's hobby of collecting games to use. But playing various games that Mion had hoarded every day. It seemed that, depending on the day, there were prizes for the winner or penalty for the person who finished in last place. I'll make this clear right now. We aren't playing houses here. You should treat each win and loss if your life depends on it, alright? What's wrong with just having fun? Don't make it sound so crazy. The first rule of our society: aim only for the first place. Going at it half-assed just because it's the game, it's not allowed. Rule number 2 of our society: for the reason, you are obligated to make all possible efforts. The way Satoko said it sounded like she was saying use any means necessary. Of course, I'll do my best too. I'm pretty weak, but trying my best. I knew what they were trying to say. In a game where everybody is aiming for the top, it's rather unsportsmanlike to play just for fun. Alright then, I too will go out. With that, I was finally ready for the rite of initiation, my baptism into the club. A word of warning, Keiichi-chan. Rena can get pretty nasty. This initiation looked like it's going to be rough. Mion began fishing around in the student's locker in the back of the room. They were... oh god, I start to misread stuff a lot, sorry. They have the games here at the school. Well, it's a club equipment, so I guess that's fine. games would put Gage at disadvantage. So today, we will play a game that you should be familiar with. How about standard card game, like Old Bachelor? Alright, let's do this. Can't really get into it unless there is penalty. This time the loser will be sentenced to having their face drawn on. What do you think? I would be all based paint, right? Right? All based paint with all based paint? That's perfect. Satoko cheered the idea on. She didn't even flinch at the thought of such a severe penalty. It seemed like she was raring to go. If it's going to be like this, then I can't lose either. Then, I'll just cut the deck and start dealing. Okay, so let me I want to save here. I'm hearing that my voice is starting to die and the next part is quite lively, and I want to try to put a bit more character into the voice acting / narration. So I think we're gonna have this for today for Higurashi. Oh, serious? You came just when I was thinking to finish, but I can read a bit more for you because I feel bad to finish the second you joined. Thank you for joining, Sirius. Thank you. Also feel free to later check the Vod. I'm going to share it on YouTube. But yeah, since you joined, and I read around for around hour and a half, but my voice started dying. So yeah. I will upload the Vod like in you can see it here or in YouTube. In YouTube should be in around 2 to 3 hours depending. It's short video, so it will be rendered faster. And we finally entered the kind of spooky state of the story, so I think you're gonna enjoy it. Again, thank you for showing up, and sorry that it kinda was unfortunate timing. I also put my schedule up on no need to say sorry. I'm like flattered that you even joined. You have no obligations. Let me go to the free chat screen also to show you my new BGM. But yeah, let me. Yep. Okay. We're gonna have a bit free chat since. Come on, join. Okay. Maybe a bit higher BGM, maybe, but okay. So again, thank you for joining, series. It's really helpful. As you can see, my model is kind of moving a bit better today. I don't know why, but it's good since you see me moving my mouth. You can find my new schedule on both YouTube, on the community tab, and on Twitter. But there are like five days that I plan to stream this week, and 3 of them are tentative and undecided what to do because I fucked my keyboard, so I can't play stuff on keyboard. And I will try to get new keyboard as fast as possible, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it right. So if I don't have keyboard on time, I'm going to read more. I'm gonna read more of Higurashi and play more Plants vs Zombies. We also have Our Life, which is the other novel that I'm reading. And yeah, again, thank you for checking out, even just lurking and using this as sleeping aid, because I know that several people that visit me do that. It's very helpful. I think that I'm getting a bit better with narrating, not so much voice acting, but at least I don't stutter that much. And given that I had 1 hour and a half of sleep today, it's actually, well, my voice hold it for at least hour and a half, which is kind of how much I live for. Like my voice, depending on what I voice act and what I narrate, it's kind of dies after hour and a half. But yeah, I'm gonna check now if someone is live and we can just read them. It doesn't matter if you stay there, but as I say every time, it's just good to show support to other people who try to entertain you guys. No, I'm not gonna sleep now at all. I'm way more awake at night than I'm at day, and here is close to nighttime, and so I'm just gonna watch stuff all night basically, and then sleep for some hours after that. I'm gonna see how many and when. Okay. Oh, we have. Okay. So we have daily playing league and clubhouse games with Nagi. I rated daily last time, so I'm gonna rate Nagi. Before rating, yeah, I'm night owl. Like I basically don't function properly daytime. I feel so groggy most of the time. I wake up 1 to like 3 or even 4 5 p.m. because I go to bed basically at 10 p.m. At 10 a.m. It's fucked up schedule, and yeah. So I'm gonna leave you now with my new outro BGM that I also linked. The creator on Twitter. Please go there, show them love. You can follow them. They provide free BGMs that are really good, including this one that you're hearing currently. And yeah, while you're listening, we're gonna rate Nagi. Bye bye. And again, thank you for joining me.